Hello and welcome to Quays News. I'm Isaac Shelton.
And I'm Josh Warren. Here's what's coming up on the programme today.
Will we be seeing scenes like these as Manchester celebrates Pride Month?
A campaign has started to save this unique wetland outside Salford. Rin Monk meets the people behind it.
And it's a short journey home from this pub as one Salford resident brings the local to their garage.
But first, the bank holiday sun may have got many of us wanting to get away over the summer, but today the government updated their guidance on travelling abroad. Our correspondent Neve Folks joins us now. So Neve, what did the government say today?
So it has been announced earlier today that there will be no more countries added to the green list. There were hopes amongst travel agents and tourists that hotspot destinations like Spain, France and Italy would be joining the green list. Portugal will be moved down to red as Boris Johnson has stated he has no hesitations in moving countries down if necessary. It is possible for some countries to move from amber to green and red from amber. It is expected that there will be 7 additions to the red list, as there will be a full announcement of lists on the red list later today.
So there's been a lot of discussion about some of the changes. Would you be able to explain some of them for us?
Yep. So travelling to areas on the red list which can only be done in extreme circumstances will mean UK and Irish nationals or UK residents will be allowed to return from a red list country, but they will have to pay £1,750 for a 10-day stay in a government approved quarantine facility. Travelling to amber will mean a 10-day quarantine when arriving home and a minimum of 2 post-arrival tests.
And Neve, could you give us a picture of what COVID cases are looking like nationally as well?
So, as of last week, the cases are up 22% from last week, which is the highest in 6 weeks. However, yesterday there was no daily deaths announced, which is obviously a positive.
Neve, thank you. Hope to see you on holiday soon. Now, from holidays to festivals, COVID has limited our social lives this past year. But with restrictions possibly set to be lifted later this month, it couldn't come at a better time for a particular community.
June marks Pride Month, a time for the LGBTQ+ community to reflect and celebrate. Our reporter Harrison Bates has been speaking to members of the community to see how they are feeling ahead of this month's celebrations during COVID.
These scenes of people enjoying themselves and partying together are what come to mind when you imagine Pride Festival. But due to the impact of COVID-19, the festival itself was cancelled last year, and since then, the bars in Manchester's gay village have remained empty. With Pride Month well underway and lockdown restrictions set to be lifted completely on the 21st of June, I've been speaking to members of the community and regular visitors of Manchester's renowned gay village to find out what their plans are or concerns may be of the events coming ahead.
Well, I'm definitely walking the parade and attending as many parties as I possibly can.
Okay, so just with COVID restrictions lifting in time for Pride and Pride Month, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel mint because I love the atmosphere down in Gay Village. It's absolutely mint, mate.
The reason Pride Month takes place in June goes back to June 28, 1969, when police raided a gay club in New York called the Stonewall Inn. It was after this that a diverse crowd fought back with a 6-day demonstration now known as the Stonewall Riots. A New York rally held the next year to commemorate the first anniversary of the riots started the now regular tradition of Pride Month. The entire community will hope that the celebrations we are used to will be back and better than ever.
It's Harrison Bates reporting there. It's just coming up to 5 minutes past 4. Let's take a quick look at the headlines this Thursday afternoon. A 17-year-old boy has remained in hospital after being stabbed at Victoria Station tram stop last night.
The police confirmed the teenager remains in a stable condition, but no arrests have been made. In a statement, Greater Manchester Police said this is believed to be an isolated incident and there is no threat to the wider community. Thousands of current and former staff at Tesco have won a legal argument in their fight for equal pay. The mostly female Tesco workers have argued that they failed to receive equal pay for work of equal value with colleagues in its distribution centres who are mostly men. They said this breached EU and UK laws.
Princess Diana's wedding dress has gone on display at an exhibition at Kensington Palace. Prince William and Harry have loaned their mother's dress to the exhibition from her wedding to their father, the Prince of Wales, 40 years ago. Designed by David and Elizabeth Emmanuel, the gown will be available for public viewing until the 2nd of January.
Emily Williamson, who founded the RSPB, is to be honoured with a statue in the gardens. Fucking hell, Liz.
She is going to have a statue for her in Fletcher Moss Gardens, which used to be where she lived. She was a campaigner who set up the RSPB and put forward an act which ended 50-year fashion for illiberally plumed hats. So those designs will be unveiled next month. Now, from botanical gardens in South Manchester to boglands in Salford, Chat Moss is a vast lowland raised bog landscape stretching over Wigan, Warrington and, most importantly, Salford. It dates back more than 10,000 years, but now only 2% of it remains in a salvageable condition. Our reporter Rin Monk went to find out more.
Digging in an ancient peatland, in previous generations they'd be taking away the soil for gardening or even fuel. Now they're putting it back for the wildlife.
We've got all kinds of people here, from students to retired people, nice mix of genders as well. And yeah, some people come just to get out of the house, spend some time in nature.
So as soon as you dry out, damage or degrade a peatland in any way, all the carbon that is stored within that peat gets released into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change.
A 10 by 10 metre peat lawn produced in Chat Moss will release the same amount of carbon emissions as one seat in a flight from Manchester to New York City and back. That's 1.57 tonnes. But what's so important about peat moss?
To get a job in this industry, you need to do some volunteering. That's like, you can't get a job in, you can't get in there without doing some work first.
I think they're really important landscapes. Really important for us to restore them.
I found volunteering here has really helped my mental health through lockdown.
As peat forms, it traps carbon. So peatlands are amazing carbon stores. Peatlands can store twice as much carbon as forests, and what they also do is they store it long term.
Now that summer is arriving, the team of volunteers will continue to work every week to help restore the area.
Everyone loves a freebie, and Jessie Sale is no different, but she has gone a bit further than most, creating her own pub completely out of free items from Facebook. Tia Shelley took a trip to the infamous Corona Inn. There's a bonus challenge in this package too, Isaac. See how many times you can spot Chive the mouse.
Ooh.
Welcome to the Corona Inn.
Do you have a space in your back garden that you've always wanted to do something with but never have? Meet Jessie. Jessie saw an unused space and instantly became inspired.
Vinyls, all for free, and free stuff representing free stuff. Salford got a heater, which was free. When I first moved in here, I just live on my own. It was completely empty. I did it all up and I got everything. Basically everything you see in this room was off a Facebook page called Salford Free Stuff. I mean, the sofa, I carried it for 2 miles. Anything for a freebie. That rocking horse there, the light, the dartboard, mobility scooter, got it all for free, and I've just really done it up, and like I told my landlord about it and he was like over the moon.
I'm standing outside the Corona Inn where Jessie collects free things from the Facebook group Free Stuff Salford and brings them through to the bar space.
I think I just came outside, I was like, this is a wasted space. So I just looked on Facebook and I searched like free chairs, and that chair over there, call it the dead man's chair because someone's actually died in it, not in here. When I went to collect it, the woman said, my husband spent his final moments in this chair. So yeah, we call that the dead man's chair. And then after that, I just started collecting loads more stuff and like putting it all together, and it just escalated. Like I'm still collecting stuff now, and I like adding to it all the time. And that Free Stuff Salford page, it's been a lifesaver this year. I'm always collecting stuff, even not for the garage. Like I'll just collect like my curtains in my bedroom. I got them from Free Stuff Salford. It's really good.
My best memories in the garage have to be the people that I've met, and I've definitely made some friends for life. And we've just had such good memories in this garage, and we've had some great nights that I will remember forever.
I mean, I actually can't remember half the nights I've had here, which I think is a good enough memory in itself. There was fight night, wasn't there? Which was a member of our party was caught kissing another boy by her boyfriend, and he punched this boy in the face. And there's a photograph of the bruises to prove it, just on that wall there. So yeah, it's not exactly the most wholesome, lovely time, but yeah, fight night. We all love a bit of drama, don't we?
With her academic year coming to an end and graduation coming soon, Jessie has decided to leave the Corona Inn for the next tenants and their friends to enjoy.
I think I counted them out 5 times.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tia's going to
4.
have to let us know. If you have got any suggestions, at Quays News is our handle on social media. Now, if you are an avid viewer of Quays News, which I hope you are, you may be disappointed to hear that the team that's brought you this, quite frankly, brilliant programme today will be taking a short summer break. It's safe to say the year has been turbulent in the world of news and apparently the studio. And so with that in mind, we wanted to celebrate our time by bringing you Group E's best bits. Enjoy.
Be funny. Yeah, so that's some of the great content that we have created in the group. So that's it for today and this academic year. So thank you for joining us on Quays News.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.